Hey guys, still here and welcome back to another Steel Division video. Today I am playing my first PvP match, and that means that I'm about to get my ass handed to me. There is very little doubt that I have not enough understanding about the game as of yet to actually be playing PvP, but you gotta start somewhere. So, I will try to just make as much of this game as possible. As mentioned, I'm going to get my ass kicked. I'm prepared for that. I'm fully expecting it. So anything other that can happen, well, it's basically, it would be basically a big plus if that happens. Aside from that, I'm also going to try and learn as much from it as possible. So I'm going to be watching the replay right after this actual piece of gameplay footage. And with that, immediately try to learn as much as possible about what I could have done better, what I should have been focusing on, and how I could have improved my gameplay. I'm playing an armored deck, which means that I am going to try and focus on armor, but this deck does not have a lot of armor in the A phase. Most of it's in the B phase and later. So if I can hold on to the B phase, I should be fine. And I just noticed that as current, I don't really have the right units with, or actually the right income per phase, because my medium, or my phase in income in phase B is 120. Which, considering my tanks are on phase B, is entirely the wrong setup. So I'm just going to see what I can do. I'm going to hope that my allies can also hold their own ground. And let's see, where's the third guy? Or rather, the fourth. Where's you, Hunter? This is kind of important, because if that left flank is not covered, then we're going to have quite a problem holding on to this. Now, as for my units, I'm going to deploy a fighter, because they said that they're going to be covering a lot with Mustangs. At least that's what one of the guys was saying in chat. I don't really have much that can defeat that. I'm just going to call in one fighter and pretend like I know what I'm doing. Aside from that, a couple of mortar vehicles to try and keep the enemy at bay. I'm just going to try and rush over there as quickly as possible. There's no start time like you normally would have with Red Dragon multiplayer game. Only when everybody has clicked ready does the timer actually start. Now let me try and figure out who goes where. These guys over here, and then unload. There we go, we still have 3 minutes left to deploy the units. Now, you might be wondering, why the hell are you showing me this game? Good question. I want to show you this game to show you that at some point you're gonna have to dip your toes into the water. You're going to have to get wet, you're gonna have to get your ass kicked. This is gonna happen for Steel Division, it's gonna happen for Wargame. It's going to happen for basically any new multiplayer game that you don't have enough experience with yet. And as I have now said twice, there is an excellent chance that I'm going to get my ass handed to me. I'm fully prepared for that, I'm expecting it, and to be honest, I will welcome it. Because it means that I'm about to learn something new. And I think that overall, players, people playing games of whatever type of variant have gotten so used to being constantly on the winning hand, being rewarded for just playing a game, that the moment that they don't actually get that reward, the moment when you don't immediately get a win, you're going to get dispirited. And I think that it's a bit of sad of a state of affairs, because it means that you're so used to being comfortable that the fact of being uncomfortable, so the fact that, shit, I'm not winning this match, is immediately dispiriting. Now, I very much know the feeling of not wanting to get dispirited, which is why I haven't been covering this game as much as I should have been. So this is very much going to be an interesting experiment. Now let the learning begin. I wonder what these guys are going to be starting with. Let me ask for advice from these guys. Okay, what is he starting out with? Jumbo. ARM rifles. Oh, I don't have any tank or anti-tank groups. Come to think of it. Anti-tank. Oh, crap. That's not even my battle group. Cancel that. You guys should be going here, and I'll send an M10 or 2 with you as well. You, move up, and we'll sort you out as you get there. Now, 10 seconds left. What are these guys starting out with? The Jumbo, the rifle, a command troop, an M8 for reconnaissance. He's going with recon. I'm going to look at the player who has done best. So, what sort of troop composition is that person using? What sort of forces is he bringing? And how is he deploying those forces? That's the plan. That's what I want to learn from. I want to have these mortars over here. We already have an enemy air contact. Over on the left. That's not really my problem yet. But if they do get air dominance, then it could become my problem. So let's see if we can take down that fucker Wolf 190. We have a lot of air power, by the way. Looks like he can't quite outturn the objective. Taco on my flank. Let's get my aircraft out of here before I lose it. Oh, here we go. They're already smoking up the position. Let's set up 2 mortar attack positions here. Apparently I also picked the wrong transports because these guys are really slow. 45 kph road speed, okay. Lesson learned, bring faster recon unit, or bring faster troop transports. Over here. And over there. Tanko de Sandingi. Drop off. We're gonna hit the buildings. I hope that this mortar support can help me out a little bit. But I'm really not thinking that my chances are going to be that good. Drop off if you haven't already. Okay, what's he bringing? Begleitgrenadier. Grenadier. My guys are already surrendering. Let's get these guys out of here. Yeah, he has captured all the buildings. And now I'm trying to attack them with anti-tank infantry. Okay, that's not working out, obviously. You guys are probably laughing your ass off back at home. And you'd be right to do so. You'd be absolutely right to do so. Because this is clearly not High Place Steel Division. This is another Maxim. I might be able to take these things down with the M10s. But I'm not sure how effective that Panzer Lux is going to be at short range. There you go, that's him down. Oh shit, he has a Tiger E. Ivan the Homeless is saying really cheesy tactics. I wouldn't recognize a cheesy tactic if it hit me in the face. So I don't really know how to judge whether it is, in fact, a cheesy tactic, yes or no. There goes my artillery. Okay, I did shoot down their aircraft. But at the expense of one of my units. Okay, I don't have a lot of infantry left. And they have the whole town. So, if I want to get that town, I'm going to have to smoke it up. Support it with artillery, potential air power. Only in phase B, that is. Get another artillery unit in here. Try to smoke it up, hit it with RD, and then rush in with infantry. Unfortunately, I think that that is a move that is very much being expected by Taco over here. So there's a good chance that I will not be able to actually execute that maneuver. Let's just see if it works. Let's just see if it works. These guys have made a fuck ton of progress. Holy crap. That's impressive. Now, apparently I didn't even bring all my units forward initially. Another mistake. Check if all your units have orders. Okay, so first mistake was having transports which are too slow. That's something that I need to have a very, very close look at. If my transports are too slow, then my chances of actually getting them to an objective like this are 0. So my first change for the deck is to bring faster transports. Second, it's an armored deck, but the type of income is wrong. It's just not fast enough. Aside from that, I'm relying quite a bit on infantry in phase A, which for the moment is not working out so well. And I should have also captured more terrain here on the right flank, which is something that I'm not doing. And I am starting to face the results of that. These guys are armed with machine guns. Hopefully the Valentine can suppress those. Stop. Do not push in. Okay, we have these two guys over here. Let's send some suppressive fire out. So that's the mortars that I'm using. Let's get these guys offloaded. And let's get these guys offloaded. We're going to push into these woods. There's another Tanko Desantniki. And there's the Tiger E. Now I might, if I get lucky and get close enough, be able to do something against that Tiger. But my chances of killing it are very low. Although, at this range, I might get a shot off with the M110. Let's get some more anti-tank weaponry, preferably at slightly longer range. M110 is engaging. So far, seems to have done some damage. Another bounce. Fall back. I don't think it's going to work out. Okay, we've recaptured that position on the right. I believe I also had a group of Dozor somewhere over on the right. But apparently didn't set them up proper. They're hammering my last known positions with artillery. And I think they also counter-batteried my forces here. Here comes an anti-tank unit. These grenadiers are tough. They're not surrendering yet. Now I'm pushing the front line slightly further back, but it's not where I want it to be. Let's go on a strafing run. Also just to test out how much AA they have. And to potentially get some of these units out of the way. Where's my artillery exactly? Oh, here you are. Let's offload the Maxim. In case they do come down here, the Maxim should be able to provide some covering fire. Here's the Dozor. I want you over here, then there, and then to unload. You got units incoming. Get some anti-tank infantry units up close. You're still here. Pinning down enemy infantry. And there's their AA. Okay. Now we're 16 for 16, but we have lost more points than they have. And that's probably down to my flank, because they got these two objectives here. And this Tiger just got boosted. If I can kill this resupply unit... Hold on, never mind, fall back. You're not gonna get in there, it's too risky. I'm being pushed across a wide flank. They have a leader nearby. Otherwise, these guys probably wouldn't have this level of veterancy. Another mistake is that I'm not spending enough. Spend more stuff. Begleitpanzer or Begleit Grenadiers have surrendered. Do I have any more artillery that I can send in? I think that's a spotter, although I don't really know enough about the game to be able to tell you that. They're countering my anti-tank rifles here, or my anti-tank guns. Fall back. Oh shit, he's out of HE rounds. This is a mistake. I'm rushing them right into the enemy. But I might just get... No, never mind. I'm never gonna get close enough. Oh. Mistake. Also taking fire here from the left. Maybe I can engage those Panzer Grenadiers with this Dushka. It's not really meant to be doing that. But whatever. In phase B, I can call on my tanks. So I just hope to hold out until that happens. We have 14 sectors, minor defeat in 26 minutes. I guess you could say that. I guess it's going to be more than a minor defeat at this point. Oh, they also recaptured this. Phase B. Bring out the T-34-85s. Also bring out more infantry. Strelki. Preferably some more artillery as well. If I can get my Katyushas over here and have them fire at that town, I might be able to get back in. Especially after killing off all of their support units over here. And that's what the tanks are here for. Okay, we've got a leader here, so that should help. These guys are getting pushed hard over here. Once again, gonna go for a strafing run. And I'm gonna call in a Boston, which is a bomber. Oh shit. Cancel that. Give me another Boston. Bomb this part. My fighters away. We're losing infantry here. And these guys don't look to be particularly happy to see my tank. Here's the first Boston. Could you please drop? Oh, they did. They did. Okay, time for the third one. I really want this objective back. Currently we do have 18, so the guys over here, look at this. Who is that? XV-104, I think. Yeah. That's my bet. XV-104 has done a fantastic job pushing back the enemy all the way to their side of the map. T-34-85s are arriving. I also have an IS-2. That should also help. Katyushas. Okay, my infantry is ready. 2 over there, 3 over there. This is an anti-tank infantry unit. This is standard infantry. Can I spend some more on infantry? Strelki. My units are all a little cluttered. Fire and maneuver. Moving up. Strelki also gets support from the M2A1s. Valentin Komroti, move up. All the infantry move up. Let's see if we can push the Germans out of this town. And they are all falling back. Including their Stug, I think their Tiger potentially. This M110, oh the M110's only, yeah it only has AP rounds left. Oh it's a Panther. Go, 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 go. Keep pushing. The light panzer over here. Anti-tank infantry to move up. I don't like this incursion over here. Can I support that? Put another Maxim down here. Okay, I captured one of the sides. Now I want to capture the other part. Their sides damaged and my tanks are too close together. That's another mistake. Here's their Panther, and the Panther is no longer worried. He's probably going to start one-shotting tanks. Oh! He got one shot. Nice. Was not expecting that. At all. Okay, I'm going to need some more infantry to hold these buildings. Insofar as there are any buildings left, that is. The IS-2 is engaging the infantry, as it's already falling back. Let's get these to engage the buildings. The infantry over here that I had pushing up all died. There's a flak feeling over there. That's artillery, and that could be armor, but I'm not 100% on that. I hope that these Begleit Grenadier can actually surrender to me. That would help. And I really am going to need some more infantry to push here. Okay, these are the Strelki. Moving up. The IS-2 is still working over the infantry over there. But I kind of needed to push up a little further. This Maxim, I want you over here. Ah, there's the other Maxim. Unload when ready. They're going to move here. We still hold both of the buildings. Although I'm getting a little concerned about this Stug. There you go. I guess that could have been predicted. Support unit. Let's get these Ushas. Here they are. Reloaded. Strelki, this is your time to get those buildings. And I'm also going to get more anti-tank infantry. Since I currently don't have any. They recaptured the buildings over here. Strelki in the building. Still some grenadiers over there. Drop off. Strelki in the building. We got 23 unit or 23 capture points. Holy shit. XV-104 has been defeated? How did that happen? This Stug has to go. Strelki are getting their asses handed to them. Let's throw down some bombs over here. I know that there is a lot of AA around, but I want these sectors. I want those capture points. Let's get another IS-102 over here. Yep, you're right. I should be moving. Completely forgot about that tank. Maxim to move over there. This is my anti-tank group. Okay, the bombing runs are coming in now. This Panther has taken some damage, but not enough. He's getting a little concerned. Still angling his frontal armor. Engage the enemy. Crew killed. Okay, so he's out of the fight. One tank over here, the other tank over there. Infantry, drop off. We're going to take this building and then we're going to take care of that Panther. The IS-102, sorry, yeah, the IS, no, not an IS-102. IS-2 over here. We've got more infantry coming in from an ally. Sapri are only two-man teams. Still have infantry in there. And they still control the buildings on this part of the map. Okay, the Katyushas are reloading. Still quite a ways off before they actually get to fire again. You can definitely see that the enemy is pushing back. This is the anti-tank infantry. I still got way too much stuff over here. Holy shit. Here come the reinforcements. Storm Jaeger, so, oh, that's all the way over there. Alright, I'm glad that I didn't inherit the units from the guy who left. That would have been a hell of a lot of extra management that I don't really feel up to handling just yet. Taking fire. Keep moving. Starting phase C. Time to get another IS-2 in. Here's the rest of the infantry. Move over here. And try to get to that building over there, although I doubt they'll be able to do it. And in case you're wondering why the hell am I constantly clicking unload instead of pressing U, I have one of those ergonomic keyboards that's split down the middle. And that makes it easier for me to actually move my mouse an inch to the right, or a couple of centimeters, depending on where you're from. As opposed to actually getting, or moving my hand from my mouse over to the U key. So that's why that is. Shit, they have infantry in here. Pioneers as well. So those are also exceptionally useful against my units. And you can see that they're already wrecking my infantry. Both Katyushas are still reloading. Another cheap tank up here. Yep, again I lost my infantry. And the infantry is going to get scars at this point. I have Sappery. And they might do something against enemy infantry, but aside from that, they're not really that useful, at least in my current experience, at defeating enemy infantry or holding terrain. Sorry, that makes no sense. They are quite good against enemy infantry, but against vehicles they stand no chance. And I don't know how good they are at holding terrain. No idea. Katyushas are almost reloaded. I still don't know if they have anything over here. Let's clear that position. Oh, actually, I do know. They have a... We have a Maxim over there. But most importantly, he succeeded? I don't know. Maybe? Where's the rest of my vehicles? Here's another tank or two. There's another IS-2 coming in. And I'm getting hammered again. There's a Tiger E up there. Fortunately for me, it's really close. Got him. That's a leader as well. A Tiger E Führer. Okay, once again, Katyushas. Engage this position. Buy me some time for the additional units to come in. Because at the moment, I'm not too confident about holding these territories. Insofar as there's anything left. Also get another Logitruck over here. That should keep them at bay for a bit. Now we can move up. Ideally, that is. Sappery are here. We can capture the mill. And hopefully make a play for these woods next. Drop off. That's close enough. Sappery in here. Oh, actually they are capable of dealing with enemy armor. Completely mistaken. These guys can deal with enemy armor. And they're potentially quite good at it too. Holy crap, that's a lot of units. I'm facing 3 players. Aha. Yeah, I suppose that explains it. Now these guys get a minor defeat in 3.5 minutes. I don't know, or rather don't think, that I'll be here in 3 minutes. Considering the amount of units they're pushing through here. There's another Tiger E, a Panther. Yeah, let's not. Let's fall back. Because I don't think that I'm going to be able to hold this terrain. It's just a PTRS. We're constantly we're bouncing off of the Tiger E over there. Okay. I need to upgrade my deck to actually have anti-tank infantry and not recoilless rifles. It's just not going to work out. These are two-man squads. Roger that. Anti-tank gun is now engaging? No, no longer. 234-85 over there. IS-2 come back here. Just keep him at bay for another 2 minutes 20. This T-34-76 is engaging a Panther. Oh, nice one. Might have been the IS-2 there that got the kill. Also, since they're bringing in this much firepower and the game is almost ending, let's send in the bombers again. So that in the meanwhile, I get in some more reinforcements. And also a reconnaissance unit, because I simply don't have any. There's more infantry up there. Here's the bombers. Bombs away. If there were tanks with the idea of pushing up, then this should dissuade them. I want a confirmed kill on that Panther D before they get a chance to repair it. There you go, he's dead. Okay, thanks to XV-104. I'm not really sure why it said it was defeated, but sure. Whoever's controlling XV-104 is currently helping me out in dealing with the push here. And he, contrary to me, seems to have an idea what he's doing. Let's get another leader tank up here. I don't really feel confident about pushing up here. Not against the Tiger E and a whole load of grenadiers. No thank you. My bombers are both repairing. The Katyusha is ready again? No, you're not. You're out of ammo. Hold. Survive for another 30 seconds. That's the plan. Just survive. So Su-57 is a unit with good optics. Survive for another 14 seconds. I think I've been feeding this much. Actually, I'm pretty confident I have been feeding this much. 5 seconds. Gotcha. Okay. So that was my first PvP game. Objective capture 22 out of 32. That's no thanks to me. Stealth. Kills 2600, losses 2345. Interesting. On the other hand, the guy that I was fighting, Taco, or at least I was fighting him, I think initially, he got even more kills. So I guess he was operating on multiple lines because I didn't feed that much. I mean, he killed 3600, I lost 2345, so I think he also jumped in on another flank. Potentially down the middle of the map, where the attack really went on. The guy who did most damage on my team was XV-104. Kills 4290, losses 2695. U-Hunter lost a little bit more than he gained, and I can't read this, but he got another positive result. Okay, so that's my first ever PvP game. I'm going to try and take 3 lessons out of this. 1, I need a bit more armor in that early phase. So let's go to the deck builder and make sure I have enough armor. 2, and this is pretty basic, I need to make sure that if I'm firing artillery, I immediately give them the order to move. Because I lost a couple of these units. Where are they? These? No. These. These mortar trucks, or mortar buggies. I lost them due to not moving them, so that was a mistake. My anti-tank infantry, these guys only come with PTRS. And unfortunately, this deck only has this sort of infantry. Which I suppose makes sense, because I'm an anti-tank deck, or rather, I am a tank deck. So I should have anti-tank capability in Phase A. At the moment, I don't have any sort of anti-tank capability in Phase A, I just have one Valentine. I can make that work, but I shouldn't be playing Vanguard. I should be playing something like Maverick, so that in Phase B I have more points. Potentially even a Juggernaut, because with that, in Phase C, I can be calling in more of the IS-2s. If I get an IS-2, yeah, I can get one of them in Phase A. Let's add one to the battle group. And for Phase B, I have a lot of armor. Arguably too much. So for Phase, let's see, Phase A, I can get 3 T-34A5s at medium, or 4 at rookie. Let's do that. So now I have the Comroti. They're going to be boosting the effectiveness of the T-34 and the IS-2. Phase B then has a T-34-76, another group of leaders, T-34s, and an IS-2 Comroti times 2. And Phase C just has 6 more IS-2s. Infantry-wise, I ran out a heck of a lot faster than I expected, and that's due to mismanagement. I should have played these guys different. These, I'm going to switch back to the standard level. I think that's the Tanko Desantniki. And they're going to need a different transport. Unfortunately, I don't have any options. Because at the moment, all they can pick is the M9, sorry, the M2. So, okay. Add that to battle group. These guys come armed with a small machine gun and a smoke grenade. Yeah, no wonder they're not standing up to the enemy infantry. That makes total sense. I need to have a look at what other options I have. I have the Strelki. These are armed with a couple of rifles and a light machine gun and an anti-tank rifle. 12-man group and far more transport options. So let's in fact go with those. Transports. The Studebaker, road speed 70. That's already quite a bit better than one of those old transports that I was using. I think I was using the ZIS 42. So let's go for the Studebaker. Add them to the battle group. And the Strelki, sorry, the Avtomachiki. I think this is more of an assault squad. But I'm not sure if that's what I need early on. Yeah, they're tank buster. Dedicated anti-tank guns. So I had anti-tank infantry try to attack line infantry. And that's another big mistake. So the Strelki, if I want to be using Avtomachiki, I'm going to have to let the Strelki go in first and then the Avtomachiki. Otherwise, I don't think it's going to work out very well. Aside from that, I had the Sappery, which, to my surprise, are also capable of defeating enemy armor. I thought that these were combat engineers that only did damage against infantry, but they can do both. They can get a lot of damage in on enemy infantry, with 8 HE damage. 0 penetration, so TNT does not do anything against armor. I mean, that makes total sense. And these things are capable of blasting away enemy armor. So I should have these in Phase B, occupying towns. Then my tanks come in, my recon infantry. I don't really have a lot. Maybe a Valentine 3 in Phase A could be handy. It has a good rate of fire. It carries AP rounds. Oh, just AP rounds. That's less than ideal, because it means that I cannot engage enemy infantry with them. I was hoping that this was going to be a fast-firing anti-infantry unit, but it's not. Support-wise, maybe I should throw one of these in my deck, because they have a good rate of fire and they can deal with enemy infantry. Unfortunately, in Phase A... Oh, actually, no, I can get out of a few. I'm not going to go with flamethrowers, I'm going to go with these. Transport-wise, yeah, a Jeep is good enough. Very fast unit. I only have 6. And if I can let my tanks lead and have these guys support the tanks with anti-infantry warfare, then I think it might work. But then again, I'm just spitballing here. Anti-tank options. I have my recoilless rifles. Now, I gotta say, I am not impressed with the results of these guys. Probably because I wasn't using them properly. So I'm not 100% if this is down to them or to me. But I'm about 80-20 that it's down to me and not down to them. I'm gonna keep these in for now and keep testing their performance. The M10s at short range were able to really hold their own against enemy armor if they got the first shot off. Otherwise, they immediately got wiped out. But at short range, they were able to take out quite a few German armored units. In Phase A, I have 6 of them. And in Phase B and C, I have the Su-85, which does have a lot more penetration and does more damage. Also comes with more armor, or more options for weaponry. APCR, AP, and HE. Anti-air, I only deployed these. And I only saw the enemy on my flank use artillery, so I never actually deployed anti-air. So I'm not going to change anything because I cannot really evaluate how well these things actually did. The Katyushas were fantastic. These really pushed the enemy back, allowing my armored units and my infantry units to temporarily make some progress. These... To be fair, I have no idea what these are. They're leader infantry. But... why are you under artillery then? Are you an artillery observer? Or something? See, that's something that the game might be telling me, but I don't know where to look. Let's keep them in and test them in a further battle. These, I'm not too sure about. Because they carry so few HE rounds that they're immediately going to have to get resupplied. And in Phase A, I don't have a support truck or a logistics truck. So if I switch these out and bring these in, I get 30 HE rounds instead of 20. I also get 10 smoke rounds. If I go for the mortars, I get 20 120mm HE rounds. This is an artillery... see, this is a dedicated artillery observer. But what these guys are, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to have to do some research about that. Let's switch out those motorized units, those WLAs, for these. And then air. I liked the effect of the Bostons. That was a good bombing run. These guys did a lot of damage. At least, I think. Like... not really sure. They carry 500 kilogram bombs. 3 of them. I also have these Bostons, and these carry 1,000 kilogram bomb. They are more expensive though. I don't really think that I should be sacrificing a whole card on one of these. So, aside from that, this is what I'm going to go with. There is a about 90% likelihood that you're looking at this deck and thinking, oh my god, you noob, what are you doing? I am open to suggestions as long as it's positive or constructive criticism. Just saying you're such a noob is not helping me, it's not helping people watching the video, it's not helping anybody. So if you have something to add, then by all means do so. If you're only here to subtract, then your comment is just going to get deleted, so don't bother. Now, in the next video, I'm going to be looking at the replay from a neutral perspective to see how my allies played and how my allies got through there on the middle ground. Because that's something I think I can learn from. And, oh, as a last part of this deck building thing, let's switch it over to balanced. Because that's going to have me have income everywhere. This might be a bit too much of a gamble, relying solely on Phase C, in which I don't really have that many units. So let's save it and be done with it. Okay, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Try not to get too deterred if you're jumping into a new game. That is the whole point of me making this video. Because this was not a thing that I was looking forward to, this first PvP match. I thought I was going to get my ass handed to me, and I kind of did, especially early on. At some point, you're going to have to jump in It's not pleasant. It's not good for your ego. You're going to find that you fuck up, you make mistakes. It's going to happen. Let it happen. Watch your replays and learn. That, for me, was the key of this game. And that's the mentality that I went into it. Or that I went into the game with. Don't try to know everything on your first game. It's not going to work. Especially not on a game as intricate as Steel Division or War Game or whatever complex game you might be playing. You're going to get your ass handed to you. It's part of the learning curve. Go with it. And with that, once again, thank you for watching. And I'll see you soon for more videos.